True news. Suleiman Rahim here. Mission of Covenant. Break up 7 seals. The judge. Brothers and sisters. 1 second here. Always got these last minute adjustments. There you go. That's better. Okay. Brothers and sisters, no, this Quran has this parable here. See? And they put those things there for a reason. And this applies to a lot of situations. See? And I'm going to talk about it a little more, one particular situation in a few minutes. Because, like, everybody's carrying their burden. Everybody has the same amount of energy. I'm pretty sure you ain't getting that, but everybody has the same amount of energy. It's just how it's used, how they have to manage it. Like if you got a Lamborghini and you make the same amount of money as a person that has a Volkswagen Beetle, obviously, you got to spend more money, a greater percentage of your money on that Lamborghini, but to maintain and everything else, you have less than that type of thing, right? But see, everybody's carrying their burden. Everybody has a burden because the whole world's under burden right now. That's energy deprivation. The burden of energy deprivation. See, but the devils, they wish to escape that. In some ways, they really didn't escape it because the idea of consequence, they kind of missed that one. See, because to escape it, right? In other words, they didn't have to suffer energy deprivation because they had enough energy, right? They didn't require as much, right? But they wouldn't have any power. And have power, that means they have to use some of that energy. And there was other things for discipline, because discipline was part of the process of making them, removing discipline. And if they apply 100% discipline, then they wouldn't have as much. Put it like this: the more discipline they have, the more power they have. Remember, discipline is energy times discipline. Excuse me. Power is energy times discipline. Okay? So follow me on this one. Okay. So they have a lot of energy now. Not so energy deprivation, right? But they have little to no discipline. So that means they have a lot of energy but no power. You understand? So to obtain power, right, they have to apply discipline. But that means they have to take some of that energy that they have now and apply it to discipline. So once they do that, right, they have less energy, right? Because, when you say, maybe I clear this up. When you say energy times, you're talking about disposable energy. You're not talking about internal energy. You're talking about energy you have left over after you maintain yourself. Energy you have left over. That's the energy I'm talking about. So it's discipline times that. You see. So naturally, discipline is built in. That's part of the reason why, right, we don't have much energy, because we're using all of it in discipline. You understand? So what they do, if they try and apply all the discipline that we have, they'll be back to energy deprivation again, because they wouldn't have any disposable energy. So they gotta manage that. So I apply this much discipline, right? Because I gotta have it so, and so I want to have power. So they could never be as disciplined as we are. If they are, then they'll be right back to zero, if you understand. And they understand that. And so their laws, we don't have to have laws. Birds don't need laws. Cats don't need laws. Dogs don't need laws, right? They need them because they had to be taught discipline because they don't have it naturally. We have it naturally. We didn't have any laws. That was given to them. See, so okay, you got to obey these laws. But the laws they was given was not the laws to get them to be as disciplined as us. Because if that was the case, they wouldn't be able to rule. Just enough, right? See, because they would still make mission shed blood. You see what I'm saying? They weren't that disciplined. They'd still be allowed to make mission shed blood and stuff. That's I'm getting too deep into this, brothers and sisters. Because you got to be able to read into these things. See? So if they had discipline, not stop making mission shed blood, then they'd be back to, there'd still be devils, but they would still be, but the point is, they'd be very disciplined, right? Because, right? And so they could live amongst us, but they wouldn't have any power because all the energy that they have, exposable energy, external energy, have to use up to get the discipline level that we have. And always trying to make themselves back into us again. But see, we do it naturally. They do it, it'd be right, work for them. You understand what I'm saying? So, everybody has their own, So if you walking around and you got your burden, everybody's got their own burden, right? So you got some people, and the devils in particular, they do it, and demons too. What they want to do is they want to ride on your back. They're parasites. So they don't want to carry their burden. They want you to carry it for them. You see? And so now you got a double burden, right? And they think that's the way to get over, but they don't understand the consequence of that because when you walk around with your own burden, right, that means you're dealing with this world life. Right? So that means, right, then you're up to it. You're dealing with it every day. You're dealing with it every day and every day. So now, you're familiar with it. You're used to it. Right? But if you ride somebody's back, then they are, but you're not. And and then you can't take care of yourself because if they get you off there, what you going to do? Try to find somebody else back to ride on. But they turn us into that situation too. Because they have us riding their backs, so to speak, because we depend on them for everything. That's that Willie Lynch thing. Right? They rode our backs, right, for in the fields and everything else, got rich, right? So it's like a catch-22, right? They riding our backs, we riding their backs. They're riding our backs physically, we riding their backs mentally. You get it? They ride our backs physically, right? Got rich off it, and we ride their backs mentally because we don't think. We let them do our thinking for us. So therefore, now we don't know how to think. Most of us lost the ability to think. Let's move on, brothers. But the thing is, see, this parable here, right, is you got two people here. One carrying his burden, and one's the burden of his master. So he's not doing his master any good. He's a burden. He's not profitable. He's not an asset. He's a liability. Who needs that? Let's move on, brothers and sisters. I mean, if you're smart, you get rid of liabilities, don't you? Okay. Now, I'm going to briefly talk about this, brothers and sisters, because this is the future. And those who oppose the message of the covenant, right? This message, it says, Better read down again. It says all those that's in the it says about that rock. It says stone. It says all that fall on will be broken. All that falls on the stone will be broken. Right? Those that want to resist it, and those that falls on will be crushed. See, so it's immovable. What do you call that? It's an irresistible object. They got the parable about what happens to irresistible object meets the immovable force. In other words, you got a object moving and there's nothing can stop it. Nothing. It's impossible to stop it. But what happens to it moves and hit a force that's impossible, will not move. It's impossible to move it. What happens when those two things come in contact with each other? That's a little scientific little thing they talk about, right? But this, you can't stop it because you got the whole universe behind it. The whole universe is behind this message. I don't know if you understand that. It seems like I have to explain everything. The universe is behind this whole message. I explain the universe open and closes. Universe behind this message. 100%. Because, like I said, it's on time. It's the mind, it's your mind for this time. That mind will prevail. That mind, the angel, it will prevail. That's the mind. That's the upload software. And it will prevail. They cannot stop it. Because this time, they say there's nothing like the truth is till time has come. That's another way of saying that. It's just, anyway. Can't stop it. Right? That's why I try to explain these things. But see, I don't know. Try to explain these things. I give a comprehensive. I don't think I'm going to survive this, bro. Just because voice again. Up to this point, I've given a comprehensive. In fact, in the last few weeks, get the most distinct, focused, comprehensive information about what's happening right now, where we are. Not only just what's happening, how it what's causing to happen, right? The math behind it, the science behind it, everything. But these people that's opposing this, see, the more you oppose something, it's like a dam. You put that dam up there, right? And that's blocking that water, but that water gets stronger and stronger and stronger because more it blocks up, more pressure. That means at some point, it's going to crush that dam. It's going to crush it. Because it's just going to crush it. Blow it away. So the more the water holds back. Remember, the more water holds back, the greater the pressure, the crushing force that comes forward. See, once it breaks. And so these people try to stop irresistible force. And so the wrath upon them will be incredible. Be incredible. But they can say I'm threatening whatever. They can say whatever they can call it. I'm just telling what's about to happen. Like a covenant. I'm telling you what's going to happen. I ain't making no agreement with you. I don't want you to, I didn't make an agreement. I ain't trying to get you to transform or repent or anything. Right? That's what's about to happen to you. See? And this talks about it here. When there came a book from verifying what they have, but the bottom line is they're hypocrites. See? Because they would say, hey, man, you need to believe in Elijah. And they beat people on the head and want to fight people and curse people and everything else because they won't accept Elijah. And then when the message of the covenant comes along, which is in the same sentence, they don't believe. Well, how can you say that but not that? You see? So it says they're cursed. See, they cursed with the curse that they was cursing people with. See, they set the standard for the curse. Because remember, they was cursing people doing the same thing they doing. They're cursing people for doing the same thing they're doing, so now they're going to get the curse they're cursing people for. They're going to inherit their own curse. Consequence again. They're going to inherit their own curse. Let's move on, brothers and sisters. Popsicles. And they don't get the special. They don't get this. They don't get the Class A version. The version where it doesn't pierce your heart and it doesn't kill you instantly. It takes about a few days. Sitting on, right? What? The golden chair. Yeah, you be sitting down. Days. They give you water so you don't die of thirst. Make sure you do some water, you don't die of thirst. See? Always a lot of things. This is good, it's terrible. There's every bit of it. This is not reserved for the demons. Demons, you have some sympathy for the demons, right? It has some. I mean, I don't really, but remember, they devils. They was rape. That mean they was a product of rape. So they doing what they doing. Devils do what they doing. See? But these are the ones, right? That's, well, I don't want to go deep in this process, but it says several groups here. See? And you got those that's messing with this message. That's what I'm talking about. So you figure it out. Okay. This is one of my main subjects I'm going to talk about, brothers and sisters, words. Words. Now, up until 6,000 years ago, words has told a different meaning. Because there was no such thing as a lie. I mean, because a lie is a word that's not true, that has no substance to it. Like a promise. Well, I mean, you say something, it's just words. But is there going to be a follow-through? See, it doesn't, you assume there's going to be a follow-through. You see? And so, words, so that's one of the things that they was taught, detach words from substance. And that's what a lie is. Detach words from substance. See? So like you say, I love you. Okay? And not knocking women, but women are particularly susceptible to that because that's, you see all the movies and everything else, man. God, fool them. Hey, man, you pretty. I love you. And they, and they speak to their emotions because they're a little emotional than we are. Right? Some guys are flattered too, but they a little more. They do a little more than us, right? And so next thing you know, man, the guy done did their thing and messed them all up, and they gone. They just gave them a bunch of words, and they accept those words. And we was more susceptible as a people because we came in contact with the devils. That's in the lessons. See, they came and told people that they was going to do certain things, and word is behind us. I mean, you say something that was it. Nobody knew anything about any lies. And so they went for it. Because we had no comprehension that someone would say something that wasn't a fact, wasn't true. No comprehension of that. And when you have that and somebody come in, that's a powerful weapon. That's why they undid the so-called natives of this country. That's why they say, oh, y'all speak with forked tongue. Because they told them all kinds of stuff, and they believed them because they wasn't liars. They didn't know anything about a lie. That's how you see the whole world. Words. Just no words out there. Oh, I love you. Oh, you're pretty. She can be ugly as hell. You're pretty. See? Just words. Not deeds, just words. And our people still, to this day, are still vulnerable, victimized by that. Because they would say, oh man, they tell you, oh no, this history, no, they tell you all kinds of things. Oh, we're good for you, we love you, we're going to do all this. And the scripture tell you they're going to deal with you shrewdly, and the way you don't see it coming. You think they're going to tell you we're going to kill you? So we tell them in the scriptures, right? We tell them we're going to do to them. We ain't BSing them. We said we're going to tear your ass up. We're going to destroy you. We telling them. I'm telling them right now, so come after me. I'm not going to bullshit you. We're going to destroy you. And everything that has to do with you. But not them. Oh, we with you. Every commercial now has got a mixed couple. And now they got 2 movies out now. I don't know if you know, it's 2 black movies. One with, what's his name? I can't think. Cuban, whatever, right? Cuba Jr., whatever his name is. Cuba Gooding, right? It's about demons and devils and stuff. And Michael, he's a bad guy. And now they got one that came out. I saw it, we saw the thing last night, right? It came out, and it's about demons, right? And these black, it's all black movies. Why do you think that stuff's come out now? They're trying to give definition on it. You hardly ever heard of movies about demons. All of a sudden, demons, they're trying to put their definition of what those things are. See? Because you never heard about those things before. And so when somebody tell you, oh yeah, but then you say, oh no, that's not, this is what demon really is. And you see in them, see, like I said, you see with your eyes. So but you see your eyes more powerful than your ears. So you see it all. And black folks do it. There's demons out there. Tell you, oh well, Michael, he's a bad guy. And demons are possessing people, black people. All this stuff. These movies ain't come out just for no reason. They come out right now. I keep telling you, the resistance is not just with the NOI. Do you think people don't understand what I'm saying? They're not aware of what I'm saying. Part of the reason why they keep me up, don't get rid of, because I'm like information to them. Like, they say, oh man, this is supposed to happen. That's one of the problems with a prophet, because the enemies also get the prophecy. That's happened to Herod, right? When he found out about the prophecy, he had a different attitude towards the prophet. He said, hey man, a child is going to be born that's going to take my kingdom down. That was a prophecy. And he said, well, real hell with that. We'll kill all these babies. That's one of the problems with prophesizing, because your enemy hears it too, so he's going to have a different reaction to it. And they know what I'm saying is absolutely true. Then maybe you don't know it, but they know, because they already tested it, checked it out. And that's maybe that's the reason why I'm so cautious right now in the Middle East. I said, damn, he's right. So America seemed to be cautious. If a few minutes ago they was like, hey, now he's so cautious, trying to restrain false Israel. They said, if that guy's right, man, that's the door to hell. See? You don't see it. You'll see it in a minute. Just like Elijah. You think they came and told Elijah, we're going to put falsehoods up there? You think anybody connected falsehoods with what Elijah was talking about? You got that from me. And when you look at it, you say, that's absolutely right. Once you understand it, if you do understand it, but nobody made that connection. Elijah is some old backwards, right, sharecropper. 3rd grade education, out there talking about, man, are devils. Right? But he shook the world. And they will never tell you that's the connection between the two. Because Elijah, they put false Israel up there. See, because they was killing those people. What made them change their mind so fast like that? They put the brakes on that stuff so fast. They was killing them, wiping them out. Found a solution. And all of a sudden, put the brakes on. Ooh, bam, man, I damn near crashed. They had to put the brakes on so hard, it damn near crashed. Hey, oh, now we buddy, man. We gonna kiss your ass. We love you. Didn't think it happened out of nowhere. You don't make the connection. And you make sense with them. It tells you, angel tells you clearly that things that's happening in the world right now is because the person that broke the seals said, this happened. So in other words, it didn't happen until he broke the seal. So that means who caused it to happen? But they ain't never going to tell you that. So this is valuable information. This is intelligent for them. Valuable information for them. Because they say, okay, maybe we shouldn't do this. Maybe be careful about doing that. Maybe you care about mess with him. Whatever. But the words, and that's one thing our people understand, and our children, especially the boys particularly, they got it bad. But the girls too. They have to know all the language, all the cool stuff. Hey bro, hey dog, they know all of their words. Don't mean goddamn thing. They don't produce anything, they don't do anything. They walk around with the hair all braided and different colors and wearing sandals and all that, and that proves a goddamn thing, nothing. Words, they think they're cool. And I don't get too personal here, but I know some. I just put it like this here. I know a few people. And I told them, I don't want to hear nothing you guys say no more, nothing, because it's just words. They don't have no connection to anything. See, if somebody tell you love you, I say okay. The scripture tell yourself. Somebody say you love you, right? Then she said, if you love me, follow my example. You know, people try to be like Michael Jackson. They love Michael Jackson. If you love somebody, try to be like it. If you detest somebody, you don't want to be anything like it. I said, no, you detest me. You don't love me because you ain't trying to follow my example anyway. You reject my advice and everything else. So, no, don't tell me I'm not going by your words. Your words designed to deceive me. Because your actions, what I'm looking at, and your actions tell me you despise me. So you can't bullshit me with your words. I don't pay attention to them, man. I don't pay attention to anybody's words. I'm looking at the actions that behind his word, because that's the devil's deception. Words. Make America great again sounds great, right? But then you look at the words. When was America great? When was it great? When he was raping our women? Still are now. Feeding our children the gators? Raping us, beating us? When was it great? Just words that make you feel good. And our children, like I said, they're full of words now and know nothing. And that's part of the reason the tribulation has all kinds of implications to it. That's one of the major ones right there. See? Because it's going to be all about action there. See, but they're going to throw words at you. Oh, man, come on. I told you initially they're going to try to get you to be along with them. Hey, man, come on, help us fight. If you help us fight, man, we're going to give you 10 states. We get half the country. We get everything you want. You know? It's like, I don't know if anybody pay attention. Probably not. But I saw this video, and this I'm gonna take some time to say some things, bro. I'm not getting to the whole thing. Suddenly you see a lot of white people, you know, they take on black causes. And I never spoke this before. I said I want to keep it on the low until the time comes, right? But see, I told you, like we got a lot of demons out there. We got a lot. I can't never place that word. Nephilians, what they call it. These are black people who are white skinned, like Master Muhammad. He's one of them. And I can't never pronounce that word. I wish they had came with a better, smaller word, like demon or something, right? But they call it Nephilim or something like that. But in other words, they're sons of God. Took men to women, and they had children, and they were called giants. And that gets into the deprivation stuff, right? That's more complicated. But you got a lot of black folks out there that they don't even know they're black. So look at Mariah Carey. You wouldn't know that she was black, right? But she admits it. So I give that to her. I give that to the sister. She admits it. So I cover up a lot of her bullshit. But she does stress enough to admit it. But you got a lot of them out there, right? One of the main stars. No, I move right away from that. They got a lot of them out there, and they don't know they're black themselves because their father was passing and never told their mother, and so the child thinks he's white, but then he gravitates towards black people. He try to act like black people, like that guy Eminem. Now I'm not saying he's one of them. I'm saying they try to grab it because they're really black people. And so what you're seeing right now is you're seeing a lot of black folks. They don't even know they're black, but they black conscious. They got a black nature, and so they starting to tell the truths about what devils are doing. So now I'm speaking to it. I never really spoke to it before. I'm speaking to it. I'm going to speak maybe a little more in the future, right? See, right? So the thing is, this guy was saying they're like a so-called civil war, and I've been saying for a long time. I was watching what they were saying. This thing was he was explaining that the civil war was nothing about freeing you, nothing about freeing you. I'm not gonna play it here. Maybe I should play it, but the point is, maybe I said, I don't know. It says it's not about free. It says what happened is that the Union needed more troops, and then you'd be willing to fight for your freedom. So they needed more troops. So therefore, they told all these slaves, if you fight, we're gonna have an Emancipation Proclamation. We're gonna free you. And so you had all these black slaves, males. They came and joined up to fight for the Union, and they helped win the war. In fact, they said that was the main reason why they ended up in the war, because they had that manpower. And then after it was over, it says most of them, they put on concentration camps and starved them to death, beat them. And said they said it was so bad that they were the people these were soldiers now, it was so bad, they were begging the white folks, can I go back to Mass, can I go back on the plantation? Because this was worse than that. This went on for a long time. And who was doing it? It wasn't the Confederate soldiers, it was Union soldiers. See, I F you all the time. Yeah, okay, yeah. They give you some words, and you go for it, and then bam, they trick you. So they got you to win the war, and then they put, because there was Union soldiers. Remember that, wasn't Confederate. But that's not a story they tell you now, right? Oh, we had to war for a civil war. Civil war because of you, because we love you so much, and we got tired of them beating you up and everything. So we went to war to free you. We'll give you 40 acres and a mule. Never got it. Did you get it? Words. And a lot of us are guilty of that. I'm not guilty of that. My word is bond. That's the first thing he told you in Combination Islam. Word is bond and bond is life. You get life for your word will fail. Anybody that knows me know my word is bond. If I say something, that's it. If my life is forfeit, I will stand by my word, period. Now, I do lie to the enemy. I will lie to the enemy. That's war. Right? See? Even the Quran talking about being deceiving the enemies. But the point is, you understand what I'm saying? Most of us words don't mean anything. They say, I'm 100%. Oh, that impress somebody. That tells they ain't 100%. I'm going to do something. I gave my word. It wasn't anybody to give it to. I just said, when I came familiar with the injury, I said, I told you I didn't want to have anything. I had no idea what I was getting into. But once I saw the necessity and everything, and like I said, I always keep a system in mind, I gave my word to myself, ain't nobody else give it to, that I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to see it to the end, and I've been on over 30-some years, and ain't nobody standing on my shoulders telling me, and I said I'm going to do it right, 100%. And I've been on 100%. Ain't nobody watch me telling it, because I said, once I decided, I ain't have to take it. Nobody made me take it. Nobody said, you got to do this. Words. Just throw words out there. I love you. I'm going to do this for you. Promises. You know, Mr. Hughes used to talk about that word promise. He said the word itself is messed up because it says promise. It means you tell you right stuff, you're going to miss whatever they're telling you. Promises. Words. And you can give me a whole lot of words. You can write a whole dictionary I don't give a damn. I ain't paying attention. I'm watching your actions. I don't speak. That is the devil's way, because we believe words have meaning. The whole world was like that. That's how they deceived the Indians, or the whole world, until they came along. They said, "Oh well, just take the right." That's a lie by definition. Just put the word out there. Just use just 2 words. They believe in words. So we give them pictures. Like, what's a picture? Like, you get a picture of a cake. Oh, man, you give him a picture of cake, but ain't no substance. You can't eat it. You got the picture. Oh, we're going to give you the cake. Oh, yeah. He said he didn't give me, see? He gave me a picture. He will give me the cake. And you don't never see no cake. But you got the picture. And I'm talking about the mind disease. So I don't want to go into it too deeply. I don't want to philosophize about it. But I figure I'd talk a little more about it. I talked about that last week. Mind disease. See? Somebody tell me, I'll get too personal here, right? But I've been with my wife for 40-some years now. 40 years, I guess, yeah. And not one time she ever said, "Come out of my mouth, I love you." Not once. But she don't need to, because I wouldn't be with her 40 years if she didn't. Well, I'm crazy enough to do stupid. Anyway, but I'm saying I wouldn't. And I don't think I've said it many times. I probably said it a couple of times myself, because I ain't. Right? I know I ain't said it. I know I've at least said it at least once. Don't need to. She'll need to hear that. Because my actions tell everything she needs to know. She's secure. She's safe. Right? Secure. She's safe. Right? She's comfortable. Protected. What's going on here? Protected. Right? So she knows. Right? So she'll need to hear the words, hear the deeds. And so, well, let me talk something else before I go into. I was going to talk that a little, but it's part of the reason why you go to tribulation. Because some of you still stuck on the devil's words. Oh, we're going to take care of you. We're with you. Just work with us, and we'll give you, if you help us fight this war, whatever. Some of you going to be caught up. Because you're caught right now. Because you're just the most black folks right now. They still believe in this bullshit. Just like American Dream. The American Dream right there tells you it's a lie. There's no dream that's real. Why don't they call it the American reality? This is the American reality. No, they call it American Dream because nothing new could ever happen. It's been 40 years. Have you ever got that dream? You're still dreaming. You're still dreaming. You're never going to get it. See? Just words. And you got most people buying into them. You told these black folks, in fact, they're listening to the devil's words for listening to yours, and yours might have some substance to it, but they're listening to their words, still listen to them. Just think about it. These people enslaved them, beat them, killed them, raped them, everything else, and when they was raping the sisters, they had a cross around their neck, right, and the flag flung above. You see what I'm saying? So who was raping them? Who's the country doing it? They love, what do you call it? What kind of syndrome they call that? Stockholm syndrome, when you start loving the enemy, they're still caught up with the words. And it tells you they will come at you. They're not going to come and tell you to kill you. He says it's going to deceitfully. And he's still caught up with the words. And you said black folks, they still listen to these words. Oh, right, it's a disease. It's a mental disease. And what happened, that's why I talked about the undisciplined beast. Because in a few more days, you're going to see him as he is. And the words ain't going to matter. Because he's coming at you. And he's coming at you physically. He always comes at you mentally up to a point. You see? Hey, I'm going to talk about this in a minute, right? National emergency. Hey, Jim, why don't you bring your wife or family over, man? We got food. We got food here, man. I know you run out. Oh, here, I got okay. Yeah, we got food. You the food. You the food, fool. People lost for lack of knowledge. Why lack of knowledge? Because people invent the knowledge and also distorted knowledge. False knowledge. These people hate you 100% because they change you 100%. You're still listening to them. And there's nothing they say or do, right? Nothing they say or do, right? It's in your favor. Look at and the Democratic parties, they worst of all of them bad. And you're still going for it. Still going for it. Just like pat you on the head. Right? Bill Clinton was good with that one. Pat you on the head. Ooh, because you like a little puppy dog. To them, that's what you are. Because they treat you just like a little puppy dog. You take a puppy dog, you pat him on the head, he's wagging his tail, and that's what you do. He's wagging his tail, his ears moving around, and he's just, woof, right? And that's what you do. All you do is pat you on the head, and you start swooning. Oh, Master, love me. And then they run into one of your own people, right? You want to piss on them. That's going to change in a minute. See, the undisciplined beast. And I'm going to talk about that more in a minute on the mental side. Right? See? The words. You have to understand words mean nothing with these people. And whatever they say, it has no substance to it. They just say it to convince you, to motivate you or whatever. They're not saying it, right, because that's what they mean. They're saying it to get you, to get you to do something for them or to get you to like them or whatever. See? It's like trinkets. Remember, have you known about when the natives, when they gave natives trinkets, and there was this piece of shit, but the natives never seen anything like that, because look at, they was manufactured. They never seen anything like that there. So they was impressed by it. And they was, hey, if you give me all that farce over there, I get his trinket. Yeah, here you have it, because he didn't own this stuff. He said, yeah, that's what you want, yeah. He didn't know he was being tricked. Because remember, they had no sense of property ownership. We had no sense of property ownership either when we was home. The whole land belonged to all of us. You understand? So they come and say, here's some trinkets. You give me 25 acres over there. Okay. They didn't know that once you did that to them, that was theirs. You couldn't come on no more. They control it. Words. I'm just touching on this word thing, sisters and brothers. I don't listen to damn things. I don't talk to them to begin with. I don't listen to damn thing they say. I don't listen to anything these black folks say either. I don't listen to anything family members say. I don't hear it. Show me. You don't have to tell me anything. Look, I can see. As long as I got eyes, you ain't got to tell me a goddamn thing. See, that's ears. As long as you got eyes, I don't tell me anything. I can see. Look, no. Well, have you found my example? Give me some example. Give me where you found my example somewhere. See, follow my advice. See, because the word is not connected to anything. Oh, I just love you. Oh, he loves me. See? And some people, and I don't know if I'm not saying it's all women, but I mean the guys beating them up and everything. I said, but I love you. They beating your ass up. But the worst. Let's move on, brothers and sisters. I could say a lot more about that. I want to talk about something else here, brothers and sisters. Let me see if I can get to it. If I can get to it, let's see. Okay. I talked about yesterday. I try to get a comprehensive view. The whole situation that's going on now, and I don't think anybody really understands it. Right? They think they understand. They can repeat what I say. That's not. That means you understand it. See? So I saw this is a mental war. I'm trying to give you all the mental ammunition you need, mental weapons to fight it. See? This reality didn't come in by somebody boxing, fighting. This reality came out of somebody's mind. You can't beat a cell phone into existence. You can't curse a cell phone. You have to think one into existence. Period. PC, you have to think into existence. This whole reality, thought, it's fueled by fuel, but it's still thought. That important existence. Just having that oil don't mean anything. I got a lot of oil, so I got oil. I mean, oil was in the Middle East for millions of years. They never used it for that purpose. Thinking. That's why Adam was taught all this information. He was taught to limited, but he's taught a lot of information the angels didn't have. See? So the whole purpose of angel is it gets you mentally in tune with the time. That makes you absolutely powerful. Absolutely powerful. Because you're in tune with time. That means the whole universe is your tailwind behind you. Angel not only put you, it put like the Quran put them in that time, but like not in this way angel does. Angel put you in its deep, excruciating detail. I mean, you right, gives you total control. It gives you, if you upload it, and I don't think anybody's uploaded to that extent. Total, right? See? This whole reality is based on the mind. So when they got weapons, yeah, but weapons things are controlled by the mind, aren't they? Right now they got weapons on the Middle East, right? We're waiting for some mind to act. We're waiting for somebody to just start shooting guns, a mind to act to cause those weapons to move. To activate or whatever. It's a mind. And I don't think anybody really understands that. You understand in a minute. See? Because once tribulation comes, right, you get all the mental tools. And if I got to, hey man, you got to faith in him. Okay, well you go for that one. I get all the mental tools. See? But now you got to load that, and you got to apply it. And you got the 5 fundamentals. That's the discipline part of it. But you got to apply it. Not just upload it, but you got to apply it. See? And I don't see any real evidence of that. But you got to apply it. And then once you apply it, then you have to have the confidence. Remember, you have to have understanding of it. That's where the confidence comes. See, knowing something, understanding something, it's 2 different things. Knowing something and understand something. Understand is to get a deeper. Because it's part of you. Knowing something like, okay, I know. But you understand something, it's like embedded in you. I said, I don't think anybody understands the angel stuff. They might know it. They don't understand it. Because you see certain signs of it, did understand it. See? Because like I said, if you go to the gym all the time, you can recognize somebody else to go to the gym because you see what the effects is. So if you understand something, you can understand somebody. You would be able to recognize somebody else understood it too. See? Now I understand it. If I didn't understand, I wouldn't have been doing this 30-some years. Like I told you about the quantum, right? You don't see anything. No. I see a lot. So, because that gets into, if you want to use the word faith, we understand something. So, like for instance, you know something by you, right? But you, okay, understands a deeper aspect of it, right? Okay, so you say, okay, I understand 5 pillars, right? But you haven't seen them work yet. You got the knowledge of it. It says this is the way it works, 5 plus 3 equals 8 and all that stuff, right? But you haven't seen it in action. And when you see it in action, right? See, because if you test it, it's like my experience when I was in Guam, right? Now I understood all these things, but I never was really confronted with it, right? So when I had that situation here, I was down and out, man. I mean, those people, the whole island was against me. I had no money, nothing. I was totally abandoned. And they threw me in jail, they did all that kind of stuff. And everybody was against me. But all I had, right, I had the angel, I had 5 pillars, right, and I understood them. And I had total confidence that was going to work for me. Total confidence. Not lawyers. Not money, not prayers, and I stuck with that. And they got rid of my Quran, so I had to recite from memory, which my memory was, my memory wasn't, I never memorized the Quran, but by you reciting as much as I did, some of the stuff just come to you, right? And they see me reciting, they try to interrupt me, right? Because they had me in a jail cell. Right? And they carried me every kind of way possible. And I beat them. And if you was there, if you was there in that situation, you said, man, look like some angels was knocking out every time they threw a ball at you. Said angel was stepping up, knocking the damn ball out the park. That's what it looked like. Because they was angry. And when I beat them at the trial, the opposing lawyer, the prosecutor, him and the judge got an argument. You can't let that guy go, man. You can't let him go. He's good at stuff you don't know about. And the judge said, well, and they came up with all kinds of bullshit. They tried to do everything else, try to stop it. And then they wouldn't give my stuff back. Which the judge told me, so okay, Mr. Personal stuff. And I didn't give nothing back because he still, they went off. That's how bad it was. And then the lawyer I did have, he begged me, says, look, Raheem, Mr. Raheem, would you please leave the island? Because these people want you so bad that if you spill sidewalk, they're going to come put you back in jail again. He begged me to leave the island. I said, just leave, because I had some more things I want to take care of. I wasn't afraid of anything. Right? And just so happened that I went at this company, I went out there, as I said, I was doing a contract for a company. I was doing a contract. I was, I had my IT business. I was doing a contract with this company out there. I was running this program for them. And they abandoned me and everything else when shit hit the fan, just like I said in the book of Jonah. Right? But I was smart enough to tell them, I said, okay, you sent me out there, right? I said, by the time I leave, right, you have to guarantee me you're going to pay my way back no matter what happens. That's the only way I got back. Right? Because and I think it was kind of, I don't know, I should go into this. But I was able to get my computer back. They wouldn't give me all my personal stuff, but I got my computer back, my laptop. And when I got my laptop, right, I've been in, but a few months I've been in jail, right? I forgot my password, all that stuff, right? I forgot it. And so what I did was I just closed my eyes and said, okay, and just used my finger memory, and I typed it in. I got that. And then in there, because I had to get in there to find out what the phone number was to call these people. And I called them and told them, said, what's happening? They sent me money. They got me a ticket and I got the hell out of there. I got back to the States. I had not a dime, nothing in my pocket, not zero. Zero. See? My daughter, she came and got me at the airport. See? And like I said, I was there 3.5 years in that over there. 3 years. Right? Because I had total confidence. I had no weapons or nothing. Or anything. And that's what you go into tribulation, because you'll be tried to see if you really understand this stuff, if you really apply it. Because they won't come at you physically. They're going to come at you mentally, try to get you to go along with them. But then when all hell breaks loose, everything is totally, the cannibals and other economy, everything's totally destroyed, right? Then you'll be doing on a physical level. And you're going to have these people come at you all kinds. You're going at least 5 months. They'll come at you all kinds of ways. And no hell in hell be harmed if you can hold on to what you've been. But are you going to be able to do that? Are you going to be able to do that? And you guys are getting a cannibals coming down you. See? And then you're going to start start fighting with them. That's what they want. Then you're dead. Because they can't harm you, but you don't know that. See? Because they come at you, and who you know, before they get you, maybe a lightning bolt coming. See, it's going to be like that. But they ain't going to be able to touch you. But you got to understand the math behind it. So they may come at you, like I said, the Quran tells you, they come at you like that. It says you ain't got, one who could beat 1,000. It says they can't even transverse the air. They have to get through Allah's permission. You don't understand what that means. You're talking about mathematics. You know, the mathematics side, nothing that they can do, nothing. It looked like they can do it, because when I was over in Guam, it looked like they could tell. I mean, if you look at it, because there was other black folks like in jail, they kept me away from them once they saw I was talking to them. And they was giving up. They was making pleas and everything else. I said, man, well, because they were scared. And a lot of our black males, young ones, end up in jail because same thing. They come and say, oh, man, if you don't make this plea, man, then they're playing, we give you 20 years, or we take 2 years. Because they don't understand the power they have in themselves, and plus they don't know how to apply it. So they don't even have that much, but if they have that much, and then you have that much, and then therefore they come at you physically and everything else, and here you are, and 100 burn down on you, and you know, if you understand this, there's nothing they can do to you, but it looks like they can. So you say, oh, I'm gonna get, okay, you're gonna go to battle with them, then that doesn't kill you. They get you, reduce you down to the physical level, emotional level, because that's where we mostly are in the devil's world, mostly on the emotional level. Because they don't want you to know anything. They prevent you from thinking of anything. And so everything they tell you is mostly, oh, Jesus love you. You love everybody. All this stuff is emotional bullshit. And most of the people operate on emotional bullshit. They walk around. Look how they walk around. No clothes on, slippers, all this stupid shit. How can anybody respect that? The whole world looks at you and see you as dummies. And when you talk about reparation, the whole world look back at you and they laugh at you and say, oh, man, you mean they can rape your mom and everything and you take some money for it? You take some money for it? Plus, they ain't that money anyway. The whole world's laughing at you. That's why they don't want you in their country. They come over here, they don't want to talk to you. They don't have anything to do with you. That's going to change in a minute. But some of you, you're not going to see the change because you lost for lack of knowledge. And the only one in this world is giving you this information is myself. That means I'm the spark of that igniting that atomic bomb. It says the thing is that it's going to move a lot of people in a minute. See, it's moving people now. Actually, I don't know what they was talking about on the NOI today because I don't listen to abominations. I shouldn't listen to any of that garbage, but I got to deal with those demons over there. But they got that. Ooh. He going to tell you what's what. That's abomination. And he going to end up a popsicle too. They're all going to end up like that. See? Daniel. All of them. Oh, yeah, I named you. See? I'm not threatening you. I'm just telling you what your end going to be. I ain't going to have to do it to you. Young people going to do it to you. Young people going to do it to you when they wake up on you. They're going to do it to you. I'm just telling you what's going to happen to you. What they're going to do to you. I'm telling you, preachers, what's going to happen. Your own congregation going to do to you. See? I've been telling about this war for 30-some years. You didn't believe it was coming. Now it is. Now it's here. And now it's just a matter of time. See? It's just a matter of time now. We just hold. And you may be holding your. I don't hold my breath. I know what's going to happen. I'm going to kind of leave it there, brothers and sisters, because I think I said, because my days are this kind of ministry is almost over. It should be over anyway. Right? But I'm in the process of preparing the information I need to, because they're going to wake up in a minute. They already had the knowledge there. It's just be turned on. It needs to upload the angel, get those 5 pillars. And then I say it's up to them then. Because, see, you have to understand, if you want to survive, you have to apply that. Then you have to understand, everybody gets the same amount of energy. And that's a profound statement, but you probably don't recognize that profound statement. Because that's why you were slaves, not because of Holocaust. You're slaves now, because you have great substance, but you don't control it. It tells you you're rich now, you don't control it. Because you're in a state, okay, this is why I'm glad I took a little while here. Farrakhan published this song. You can Google it. The white man's heaven is a black man's hell. This was in the 60s. And all the FY had, that was big. But remember, he's a singer, right? So he made this song. I hear it. I looked at it, so he made other songs too. But that's the one I'm aware of. White man's heaven is black man's hell. Think about that one. Words again. Now, if this a white man's heaven is a black man's hell, and he was saying this about, in the 60s, Elijah was in here, and he was under Malcolm and Carolyn, right? So if this the white man's heaven, right? If their heaven's, then why do we want to stay here? Why do we want to stay here? He just told you, if you stay in the white man's heaven, you're going to be in hell. Why are you saying that now? We ain't going nowhere. He just said, Google it. White man's heaven is a black man's hell. The bullshit is like, but the only light you're getting in the world, you got a glimmer of light from Elijah. He's prepared the way for measure of the covenant. So the measure of the covenant had a bright light. Bright light. And this light is more bright than anything you've ever seen. Because it makes sense, it fits, and explains everything. You talk to other people, they don't know who the demons are, they don't know dragon, they got all kinds of bad explanations, right? Demons are still spooks and spirits. Farrakhan don't know talk about, I think they mentioned demons last week or something, right? Nobody knows anything, they don't know. And you're getting clear who the jinn are, and this last presentation, I put it so clearly. Right? But you can put it clearly, that's relative, right? Because I put it clear to somebody that has an understanding, but if you tell an ignorant person, they don't want to talk about. They have to have all the background. So, I don't want to tell you, brothers and sisters, because you're going to have to you have to go to the truth, and you got to realize that you have to protect yourself. Elijah Muhammad said every toe has its own bottom, right? Now, the brothers had to protect sisters in general as a nation, right? Because they would be an army. But the sisters were responsible for taking care of themselves. You understand? But we're working as a body. But if you see a sister that she just, no, then she's got to go. If she wants somebody to carry her, then she got to go. Same thing about you come to wheelchair, you got to go. You can't make it. See, you say, oh, that's cold. Well, first of all, 90% of the people in those situations, if they're listening to Elijah Muhammad, they wouldn't be in a situation to begin with. So if you think, oh, it's cold, then fine. Stick with the emotional side. Stay here with the devils. Because you move into a whole new world. That's not bullshit. It's mathematical. And there's no bullshit in mathematics. All that emotional shit is gone. See? All that emotional understanding, they go, I ain't talking about emotionalism. No, all of it, men are emotional. Women, they got natural emotions. That's part of our being. I ain't talking about that kind of emotion. That's positive emotion. I'm talking about this emotional thinking you got. Because you think you're thinking here. No. They reduce you. So now you got to be raised back up. That's why I said, can these bones live? These bones are so dead. Can they live? So, oh, son of man, keep preach to them, prophesize to them. See? They come together because they were so dead. And you got to go to tribulation. You got to find that, first of all, right? Like I try to explain to you. When you get in the hereafter, right? You have to make your own paradise. Everybody's not going to like, if we have chocolate cake, everybody's not going to like chocolate cake. It'll probably be some kind of something. We have foods that be different than was here, right? But whatever that version is, it's going to be, you can have different tastes. So you have your energy, and so you have to turn to that energy quality that makes it right for you. A heart cell has a different quality than a lung cell. You don't want that heart cell to act like a lung cell, that's a cancer. I think I'm going to leave it here, bros. That's it. You know, if I didn't know what I knew, I'd be very frustrated. I would stop a long time ago. I see how this thing is, if I was doing an emotional level, oh man, I'd stop this a long time ago. But I'm seeing things you don't see. I'm seeing all kinds of things happening, right? Like I said, this whole world is being affected by what I'm saying, but you don't see it. The whole world is affected by what Elijah was saying, but you didn't see that either. You thought Elijah was somebody over here talking. And he put false Jerusalem up there because of him. A lot of things he did because of him. And then he put Farrakhan because of him. You think Farrakhan has a place to play? Hell, he brought down the whole nation of Islam. That's the heart of our nation. Heart of our nation under attack. Okay, I'm thinking I'm going to test on this and then I'm going to go, brothers and sisters. Because I left something out yesterday. I'm going to go just very quickly. Okay. Very quickly. I don't know if I want to really go through this or not. Because I think I did enough yesterday. Because I've given you comprehensive knowledge of everything, brothers and sisters. I mean, there's a lot of details I haven't told you about, right? A lot of stuff, but the basic idea, right? Universe opens and closes. Most before that, you didn't know anything about that. If you'd be truthful with you, you know anything about it, you wouldn't even think along those lines. Right? How consciousness, right? How universe contracts, and as they're contracting, the pressure inside has equal pressure outside, the pressure inside is equal consciousness, and that's why we're maker, owner, queen of planets, God of the universe, and all that kind of stuff. You had no idea about any of these things, and maybe you still probably don't now. See? Energy deprivation, never heard that word before. You didn't understand why we was going through what we was going. You had no knowledge of why we was going through what was going. All you know is that if you knew anything, our people don't know. Our people generally know because they say, well, we was cursed. God cursed us. That's why we're going through what we're going through. And then I explained to you, no, energy deprivation. You haven't never heard that word before. See? And I explained to you the process. Data, the mechanics, Elijah Muhammad told you about Dr. Yakub, but I wouldn't have told you the science behind it. In his observation, why he has power, explaining about Adam and the bliss. You had no idea what that meant. As soon as I had no idea, but you had no idea any of this stuff. About hard caution, have you heard the word before? That we're the angels that submitted. You see? Yeah. The transformation process. Right? How the devils became powerful because of the Islamic pressure put upon them. And so forth, so on. You had no idea none of this stuff. Now, maybe you may know it now, maybe you don't. But if you do, you have a whole different mindset you had before you heard it, because you don't hear it from anybody else. You hear a lot of philosophers from Farrakhan. Demons, you know about no demons. It's all black folks, just black folks. There was some strange, but all black folks, black folks. See? You have no idea about any of this stuff. None of it. And I could tell you, I gave us some mathematics about it, electricity, how they use electricity, right? To use the knowledge of electricity. All these different things. Now, I don't know if this stuff is just a piece of puzzle all over the place you haven't put together. It's changed your thinking process or not. I don't know if that's the case, because I'm not sure if I see any evidence of that. But all the stuff you're getting here, you can actually prove it's not philosophy. And you don't hear it any place else, not anything close. Nothing, not even close. Covers everything. Covers everything. Explain in Genesis, Adam and Eve, how the part about we make men and women, the equality of men and women. I explained to you the mathematics of it, so they can't bullshit you on that one. All these things. Evolution, how it actually came about. Racism, how they did that, became powerful. Right? How the Arabs betrayed us, the jinn. Who the jinn are. Who the dragon is. You had no knowledge of any of this stuff. None of it. What you had no knowledge at all. You was totally confused. Totally. Being told bullshit by bullshitters. Silas, Ben X, Royal, and all these crazy ass people. Farrakhan people had none of this. And everything I've told you can check it out and verify it. Not philosophy. And I got a lot more. But at this point, right, we're ready to get home, because I gave you enough to get through the tribulation. You know about the tribulation. You know about the 5 pillars. How they work. The science behind them. And tell me you know anything about any of this stuff. Tell me. Where you getting it from? You get it from another place but here. And no one's even telling anything close. Not even similar. Not even similar. Not even close. 666. The whole 9 yards. All of it. 30 years. 30 plus years. Abomination, desolate. Even that. They even talk. Nobody's even calling that right now. It's right in front of your face. I told you before it happened, this was going to happen. The presentation's out there. They wouldn't shut down my YouTube channel. I guess they figured that nobody would be able to go back and see that he had said before. But I got other channels and I got backups. Explain all these things to you. Where are you getting this from? What are you doing with it? Those who claim you're getting it, what are you doing with it? I don't know if I want to go through this or not, but let me look. Because I'm gonna rush through it, right? Say it's uranium. They have it as like they put it in a big ball, like right. They have to fashion it. And when you fashion like you take something fashion, it means you put pressure on it. You forming it, right? You have to put pressure on it. You have to resist its form. You resist the form it has to get a new form. You understand? So I'm saying you form the uranium like that. It's like a casing around a tennis ball, right? The tennis the covering, and then inside is air. So that's the outside. That's the uranium. And inside of it, you form it like this, right? And inside of it, you put hydrogen. Uranium is the most complex atom. Hydrogen is the simplest atom. Think about that one. Uranium is the most complex, and it's the most complex. Very a lot of protons and stuff. I forget how many, 200, whatever. But hydrogen is simplest. It's just one proton. So it's a gas. But uranium is a metal. Uranium is a metal. But that's hydrogen is a gas. So that's the way it is. So now you can make uranium exploding by pulling out neutrons that holds the atoms together. It's big, right? That's a powerful atomic explosion. That's the explosion they use. That's the kind of bomb they use on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. They didn't have hydrogen bombs at that time. And then somebody came along and said, we can make a hydrogen bomb, but we need a uranium bomb, a fission bomb, to explode it, because you need a high explosive to cause that hydrogen to compress so much that it explodes. Okay, understand that? So that's what you do. So you put this in the center of it, just like the air inside of a tennis ball, and this is like the cover, right? And then boom, you explode it. So it explodes inward and outward, right? As it explodes. And so putting a lot of pressure on that hydrogen, so hydrogen turns red hot. Because it's moving real fast. It's really hot. It's hot when a hydrogen bomb in the center, it gets hot as the center of the sun. Because the sun is actually a hydrogen explosion. I know you understand that, but it is. It's a nuclear explosion. It's just a slow motion, but that's another story, right? But it is exploding. See? The light or energy you get out of that's evidence of explosion, but I'm not going there because I'm just going to confuse you. Say, well, it's exploding. How come? No, well, you don't understand explosions, right? But say it got red hot. Because now, you put all that into a small space. All that hydrogen into a small space. You compress a small space to become as hot as the center of a star. Right? But now, there's nothing to hold it there. No neutron is going to hold it there. And the casing is exploding. So, I should have did this way. Hold on, bro. So let me do it. And I remember I should have did it this way. Hold on. I don't know if I want to waste. I don't know. I shouldn't say waste time. I can't. If I thought I was wasting time, bro, since I was stopped a long time ago. Sometimes emotionally you think that way. Right? Let's go here. Let's do it this way. Okay. I expect that to happen. Let me try something else, bro. Says this. Why is it? Let me do this again. Mm-mm. Mm. Oh, no, what's going on? Okay, I don't want that. Hmm. Okay, I can't get. Well, I don't know why it's doing that. Hmm. No, I don't want that. Why? Okay, we'll do it another way. Okay, I'll do it another way. Miss Bell says, I don't know why I'm doing this. Tell you the truth. It's a little bit of crafty here. Do it this way. Okay. All right. Okay. And okay. Hmm. Okay. And do this. Had to be a little smarter than them. All right. See if this works. Okay. That works. And maybe. Okay, I'll leave it like that. It's a little quirky, but you get the idea. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Hmm. Okay, this is what I'm going to show, brothers and sisters. Right, so put right the hydrogen gas in the center, and you cause this to explode. So it explode both directions, outward and inward, right? So it's putting a lot of pressure on that hydrogen. It's all forced to a smaller space, right? And it ignites, gets red hot because it moves around very fast. Then boom, then the case is gone, and this explodes. Bam. That's the way it works. Google it. That's where hydrogen bomb works. Hydrogen bomb. There's a fission bomb, right? To explode, exploding fission bomb to explode to put enough pressure on the fusion to create a fusion bomb. And then when the fusion bomb explodes, it's more powerful than the fission. And so I'm saying, and we'll go quickly, the angel was given to, the Bible was given to him 2,000 years ago. He said he'd been used, Miriam, right? See, it was given to him. They didn't have the discipline, right? That's the mind. The mind was given. They have the discipline for it. Open the book, right? How do you know that? Because they immediately started the Catholic Church. Now, the Roman Empire determined, that's what called Roman, what they called Roman Catholic, right? See, they had all disease and everything else, but the Pope, he was like the Caesar. He controlled Europe. So it's really still the Roman Empire. You just put a Christian, because that's the thing they made with what's his name, Constantine, right? So they mixed Catholicism up with Jesus taught, whatever, and they came with this Catholicism, right? They mixed up what Jesus taught with Romanism, and they come with Catholicism, which is not Christianity. That's why the scriptures, let's say Christianity is 500 years old. People don't get that. Oh man, matter of fact, I don't know what we're talking about. He said Christianity is 500 years old. It is 500 years old. The Christianity that we're opposed to, the Protestantism that we're supposed to, the sealed Bible is only 500 years old. So he knew that, right? So they didn't teach discipline. They didn't teach discipline. You just got to believe in Jesus, and you confess to the Pope, you confess to the monks. So they had no power. He had energy, but no power. You understand? They went for 1,000 years. We actually went over 500 years, and then the rise of the Islamic Empire, right? Because remember, Adam had been made to rule, and that's why Islamic power was raised up. Now, they may have known that's the reason why they was doing it, because the angel Gabriel was transmitting information to Prophet Muhammad. He might not understand that's what he was doing, but he was forming Adam. He was forming Adam. From the dust of the earth, he was forming down. He's forming. Let's say, so the circle, the uranium thing, he was forming it. Because I say how you get forming something, you resist. You put pressure on. You have to form it, right? Because you resist the shape of sin. So by them putting all that pressure on the European countries, remember, say pressure causes you to transform, right? So 500 years later, they were the Dark Ages. See? That's when Islam came. So, okay, give them form. So they put so much pressure on it. And they start transforming. Right? They're transforming from the old Roman system until the system they have now. See? Start transforming. You see? And it took 500 years, 1,000 years to do it. Because under the pressure of the Islamic Empire. Right? They learned to take baths. And all that kind of stuff, right? And a lot of stuff that in there, a lot of stuff that, a lot of ideas that they got out, for this system, they got out the Quran. Right? I can speak to that, my man, all the time. Anyway, that's what happened here. For 1,000 years, it's under pressure by the Islamic Empire, inward and outward. Because they administered Europe, so they had control a lot of European countries, like Spain, for instance, right? Parts of Italy. So they had control inside and outside. They was hollowing it out. The inside, right? And then after that, right, 1,000 years over, right, they broke away from the Catholic Church, and they went to the Puritans, was trying to obey the law. They started getting disciplined. See, they said they call themselves the Puritans. They broke away from the Catholic Church. That's why I said Christianity is 500 years old, because these were the Christians. Other was the Catholics. The Catholics were not Christians. It was Catholics. These were Christians trying to obey the law. You understand? So they started developing discipline. That's called the Puritans. You see, that's them. So now they had enough strength to open the Bible because they had discipline. Because they couldn't even read the Bible for 1,000 years. They weren't allowed to read the Bible. Only one who read the Bible was the Pope and the monks and the priests. You understand? Do you understand the point? So, and now they got the Bible. Now they start reading what's in the Bible. They start applying the discipline, start getting power. There was powers for 1,000 years. That's chapter 20. And the first thing the Bible told them, racism. They got out of the Bible, racism, enslaving other people. The first thing they did is slave us and try to slave the Indians over here too, so-called Indians. First thing they did, got it from the Bible. That was their guidance. That was their guidance. Abraham covenant. We'll be taking a foreign land that's not ours, right? A strange land, a place, right? Away from where we were. We put in the center of these devils, in the center of that uranium. They got it all from the Bible. The sealed Bible. That was their guidance. They was given the rule. And what came out of that? Out of their mind. This came out of their mind. This, plus enslaving us. This came out of their mind. Democracy, capitalism. This came out of them. They made all things new. 500 years ago, none of the stuff you see existed 500 years ago. They made all things new. That gives them, because that much to the Bible says they make all things new. No, we're gonna get rid of them and make all things new. But they made all things new compared to what there was 500 years ago. They made all things new. That gave them a sit. Oh yes, see, we're the ones. We're showing people because we made all things new. You see, that's the sealed Bible stuff. This all this stuff come out of the sealed Bible. You see. And then Elijah came along and said, oh, no. Because remember, there's an unsealed Bible that's locked inside the sealed Bible. Remember, the sealed Bible is their mind. The sealed Bible is their mind. The scriptures are minds. The sealed Bible is their mind. The unsealed Bible will be our mind once it's unsealed. But right now, our mind is the sealed Bible, same as theirs. Before the seals were broken, we had the same mind they had. But what did that mind tell us? That mind told us to submit to them, to love them, to obey them, to forgive them for whatever they do to us. That's what it was telling us. But what was telling them? To oppress us, to beat us, to take control, steal, kill, destroy. That's what it was telling them. To enslave people. But it was telling us to submit to it. Same book, same mind, but different, right? We're supposed to be the slave. We're the slave, right? Oh, we got to submit. But they're the master, so they can do what they want to do. Rape us and everything else. They ain't both same, but same mind, just different, right? Different characteristics, different perspectives of it. Elijah came and said, oh, you got it. No. It's the other way around. We're the masters, and you're supposed to be slaves. And that shook it up. He said, no. We can't let them have that mind, because we can't let them do to us what we did to them. We can't let them be the masters. We can't let them have that mind. But that mind's in there. They already had a mind because, remember, if you got a sealed Bible, you got both minds in there. One just active and one's inactive. One's asleep. If you got the sealed Bible, you got both minds in your head. One's active and one's asleep. The sealed Bible is active because both stories are in there. Both minds are in there. You got both. You understand that? You got both. See? So Elijah Muhammad tried to wake up the one that's asleep. They said, no, hell no with that. Hold on. We got to keep the same mind that we got. Because that mind keeps us in control and them under our thumb, under our feet. That's why they put false sisters came along. They put it there to ensure that we maintain the same mind they have. See, because that's the proof that that's the right mind. Because it ain't us. Because the other mind says we're on top. And they said, no, you ain't on top. We're on top. See, because they're the real seed Abraham. So that means what Elijah's telling is wrong. The sealed Bible, that's the one, that's the right one, because it says you on the bottom and we're on top, because there's the true seed Abraham right there. So that you couldn't be. The God what Elijah Muhammad said. Right? That's what he did in 1948 to do that. And then they put Farrakhan to come to reinforce it. He's like, you lock something up and then you put it, you band around it too, just get extra protection. That's for him, a demon. He's a devil. He's a devil. Black-faced devil is a demon. That means he's still a devil. Right? And he's reinforcing. We ain't going nowhere. We don't believe we can't. We don't worship. Matter of fact, Muhammad, you don't worship the flesh and all this bullshit. Because he's reinforced that. Because that's what he reinforced it. He never spoke against false Israel. He's for it. Okay. So they sent him after Elijah Muhammad departed. They reinforce it. See? And then Suma comes along, 1990, and starts shaking things up. Start shaking things up, rocking the boat. You see? Rocking the boat. You see? Because there's something wrong with that. That's wrong. Okay? And then Master Robin comes along and just burn it down. Burn up that seal. Not the Bible, burn the seal that they put on it. See? Because that seal was to keep you, right, from thinking that seal Bible was wrong. To get something wrong with that mind you have. Start questioning that mind that you have. Right? And Suleiman's providing a new mind. They're doing everything to keep you from getting. See? And that's when boom. They got to get rid of you. That's security alert. Get rid of them. See? Why? Because, right? You got the new mind on the scene. Suleiman's got the new mind on the scene, and it's challenging the other one, and they don't have this fake seal broken to keep you locked into the old mind, into the mind they gave you. So now he comes with a new mind, and they try to start from adopting the new mind. So he said, "Oh, hey, they're gonna die. Hey, so let's get rid of them before they get that new mind. Before they reject the mind we gave them, get a new mind. See, because understand." So they appear right now where the American dream has failed, gone, America's burning up, right? So they question that old mind, something wrong with it. They question it because now there's nothing to convince them that that mind's the right mind. So they know something wrong with that mind, right? So they start rejecting that mind, but they don't need a new mind. They can't. You have to have a mind. And there you go. Somebody getting a new mind. He's been telling about the new mind, but so he's telling something wrong with the old mind, so they question it. After the false system going down everything, and they start rejecting it. So now they're ready for the new mind. Give them a new mind, new idea. Right? Understand, brothers and sisters? Okay, I'm gonna leave that there and show us one last thing, and then I'm gonna close. If I can show us real quick. Hold on, brothers and sisters. Let me do this real quick, and then we'll close. I'm gonna start showing. Oh no, not that. Okay. So I can get this. Okay. One second, brothers and sisters. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay, that should do it. That's a little bit too much. Okay, that should do it. Okay, let me just show you another version of what I was showing, and then we'll close out, brothers and sisters. This uranium right here, that's give it form to the Islamic Empire to do this, right? The pressure put on them, right? And then to put uranium, and this represents the European countries, uranium. It represents atom. This represents us, right? Dragged over here, put in the center of them, right? This represents the Islamic power that betrays, that put us here. Sunnis that put us here, they betrayed us, put us in the center, right? Slave trade, right? So now here it is, this European countries with the slaves, we're in the center, right? Boom. They advance, they explode. See? 500 years, they explode. Right? They start advancing, they get more powerful, exploding. All new ideas come in because new technology, everything, all this stuff, cotton mill, all this stuff start coming in. Cotton, all this new technology starts coming in 500 years ago. It's exploding. But they put more greater pressure on us, right? Greater and greater pressure on us. As they got more powerful, more greater pressure on us. Right? They expand, they got more powerful. Exploding. The whole reality exploded. The whole reality came in just 5 years ago. It started exploding 5 years ago. Machines they have machines and stuff 5 years ago. They have machines. They have steam engines. They have none of that stuff. Part of the reason because we was in the center. I don't want to get to that, right? I don't want to get to that part. But the point is, right? Because we was mixed in with them. But that's the mom. So all this stuff that happens, suspend, but that's what praying, because the more power they got, the more control they had over us. They have total control of us now, almost. Well, in some cases, almost. I mean, all they do. And then, bam. Of course, it's transformed. All that pressure. Finally transform. And boom. Now we're about to explode. Blow away everything. Bring a new reality. Destroy the old reality, bring a whole new reality in. That's what I want to show you, but since I'm going to leave it there. I'll leave it there, brothers and sisters. I hope you understand. Is there anything else I wanted to cover? I think I mentioned about Farrakhan, right? Talk, you have to do the same thing. If you still caught up on words, brothers and sisters, you stuck. Particularly your sisters, you're so more susceptible to it. Not putting you down. They come and tell your children, okay, they told you nice. I call your mom and dad. I mean, that don't mean to respect you. They following your example. Are you setting a good example? That's another thing too, right? And Will Lynch said, they just said, let the parents do it. Right? Okay. Don't bring no words to me because I ain't paying attention to them. He's wasting your time. Assalamu alaikum. Oh. Mm. Wait a minute, what? Oh, I did something wrong here. Where am I looking at here? Future News out. Zoom on out.